Hello, everyone. It's a bit of a surprise. So yeah, I honestly was thinking about putting this off for like another year or so, but then I remember that the plan initially was to have these as like 1 year later sort of thing. So I'm just like, okay, let's just do let's just do this now. So yeah, Iron Man. This is the start of the Marvel marathon. I made sure because I okay. So when I did the Arkham Knight video, I intentionally put the games in the wrong order. I knew which order I was going to go in. It wasn't like picked out of a hat or whatnot. Like I had the order set, but I didn't want people to guess which the next video was. So at the end of the night, all the games are shuffled around, and yeah, the order is what it is now, which is
So I'm not going to give a plot recap because it follows the plot of the
you know.
film, and also
But this is something I started work
did
on.
get some talent from the movie to voice
It was right after Night.
counterparts, including Gwyneth
I recorded the whole game,
me and Terrence
and
Howard. Hell,
I
the
had the
Robert Downey
script
Jr. For a
done
cutscene,
too. Or I had I finished the script, or at least most of it
Probably a
anyway.
good thing Jeff Bridges wasn't brought in, although I will say that his stand-in for Tata Shaw is the only one who has any real effort
Yeah,
put in.
like
As for Jarvis, they
script
definitely
was
got a robot to play him.
yeah, it was like yeah, it was done. And then the computer problems happened, of course, and I had to hold off for another year or so.
The last thing I'm going to note is the villains they added, which include Titanium Man, Madam Mask, and even Whiplash before they put him in the sequel,
Yeah.
which is kind of surreal, honestly.
So when I got my when I got my PC, this was like this was a game that I went straight to work on right away. It was mainly just like
In a hover, you can dodge missiles
since the
by holding
script
the A button
was
to fly ahead. You do that by
mostly
holding the bumper.
finished by that
Flying,
point.
you
It was
boost by
just
holding the A
about
button, and
like
damn, does it come in handy. Honestly, I really enjoy flying around.
just
It's
getting
easy
the
to
video
use,
out,
it can be
and
disorienting at first, but you'll get the
and I
hang of
kept
it in
the
no time.
computer secret
Moving on to combat,
for
fire
a while
reduces
because
by
I didn't
holding the right
because I
button,
wanted
and
to
as for
surprise
executing,
people.
you press and hold the right bumper. You can
Because
fire
the
missiles with
laptop
the
I
Y
had, I
button
couldn't
and
really
punch
do
with the B
much,
button.
even
Also, by
with
holding the B
like
button, you can tear apart
video
units
and whatnot.
before
Like it was
taking
all
down
choppy,
ground.
and
Honestly,
I know
it
that I
feels
couldn't be able
pointless
to work
doing
on anything
other
with
than
that.
holding
So I
the
held
trigger.
off, and
The Unibeam leaves you wide open.
when the money was right, I got
Currently,
the
it's
PC
hard
together,
dodge,
and
which
and
isn't
then I
necessary,
just went to
especially
town
when
right
you
away,
care most.
and I
Besides that, all of your
think I
methods of
spent
attack just feel really
a
weak,
week or
which is
two
plain
just
wrong, especially
getting
since
the
you're
video ready.
Iron
I didn't
Man,
tell anybody I was
making it
working on it
useless. You could divert power to flight, weapons, etc. with the press of a
until
button.
the
It's
the
just
day
that
the video
nothing
came out. And I
feels
think the
different
day
when you
after
use
was
it.
like,
Don't
hey,
forget about it.
that was when the update video came out. It
Overall,
was
the controls are really comfortable, and it's
and
probably my favorite aspect of the game.
I remember
Despite not
one
using
thing I
any
remember
controllers,
was
nothing is overly
because
complicated to pull off, and it just feels really smooth and responsive.
since the whole break had like the computer problems and whatnot, I had a lot of downtime while I was trying to
So there's
get things
13
together.
missions
So I
in
just
total,
worked on the
most of them
other
consisting of
games
hordes of drones,
in that hiatus. Like I
or
got
boss battle. Variety in location isn't really a thing either.
most,
Most of the time
if
it's
not
just a desert,
all,
every once
those
in a while you'll
scripts
visit some other
finished
places,
within
like
that year
cityscape, an
or
Arctic
so.
base, or even a flying carrier, which is probably my favorite level. Bosses aren't really worth
So
mentioning,
by
since
the
most of them
time
go down like this, except for the last one.
I got back,
As for
it
regular
was
enemies,
it was a
it's
quick
usual robots,
turnaround
jets,
for
soldiers, etc.
video to video.
That leads into my biggest issue.
I didn't have to worry about necessarily, writing scripts for at least a good while because most of them were done, and that includes like Avengers too. Like I think right after
Literally everything is thrown at you, including the kitchen
right at
sink,
like
and it's
computer
goddamn
problems, the
irritating.
summer was
Probably
just
gonna
doing the
want
Marvel
this game to be a
stuff,
cakewalk, but
and
jeez,
like
they went
up until
overboard with
like
all
the end of
bombs
August is
and
when I
shit
got.
coming towards you. Another issue I have
It
with
was
the
like
levels
August
is
and
that they're just
September
too
is when
damn
those scripts are
short.
finished.
Assuming you don't
So
keep
then by
up
the
with side
time
objectives
I
or
got back,
charge them, and
I
you're
just
just
went to
focusing
work,
on the main
recorded all the
mission,
gameplay,
you can
recorded
beat
all
the
the
game in
BO,
just a
edited it
few
all
hours,
together,
which
and
is
then
ludicrous
bam,
no matter what
done.
game you're playing. Especially for a game
Also, too,
released
one
in
thing I was
2002
experimenting with
so after every
was
level, you earn a certain amount of money depending on what you do, which in
frame
turn
rates,
you can use
because the
for
game
upgrades,
runs at
repairs.
60, and I knew
I just
that
don't see much of a
there
difference,
was
and if I do,
you know, there
it's
was a
a
60
slight
FPS
improvement.
option
The only other thing to do in this game is the one
in
that's
the
on, which is,
in the
well,
software I was
for
using.
me
So I
it's
tried
light.
that out.
Basically, you're
Originally
set
it
in
was
an
just
area
going to be
with
like
just
720p
80 enemies
at
and
like
10
30 frames,
enemies.
just what I did for
I'm gonna
the
repeat
Batman
that.
videos.
80 enemies
But then
in 10 minutes.
it was
They
just
aren't worth playing,
quit,
but
like
if
it
you
was
defeat
just
them, you earn
curiosity's
points.
sake. I tried
Each mission
60
unlocks
FPS
different
and it worked
outfits
out.
for you to wear, and these are pretty nice. My
Video
favorites are
looked
definitely the Extremis suit,
great.
the classic armor, and this unique Hulkbuster design made specifically for this
Also,
game. Another thing to note is
since
that 2 of these
you know I
outfits
had
are
that
Platinum
downtime,
exclusives, so if you have 60,
not only was I writing
Centurion
scripts,
armor.
but I also got
PS3
my
owners, you get the
new
Ultimate
camera,
armor. Even though the
which
suits look alright, everything else does not.
which is
From
what I'm
blank
using for all my
environments
videos
to
now.
high-quality models,
All my
even
reviews, I
cutscenes
should
like
say.
that. I mean, look at anemic Pepper Potts and
Oh, I
shit
forgot
like
about this joke right here. But yeah, I bought my own camera, and
Last thing to talk about is the music. It sucks.
I
It's
remember
just the most generic stock music you can find in a mediocre album.
because
They don't even have the Iron Man theme.
the camera portions
The
were
PS2
all
version, which is
recorded.
more or less a crime in some parts of the world.
They were all done like at the start of last
I
year,
understand the game
like
is bad on
January,
pretty much all
is when it
fronts,
was
but if
all
I'm
like
being honest,
started.
There are a few things that I could still have fun with. The game controls like a dream, and the suits are a nice bonus, but everything else is lackluster to say the least.
Yeah.
From the ball-busting enemy AI, ugly design, non-existent plot, and voice
Oh
acting
man,
that
that
could be done
that
better
clip
by a
right
plank
there.
of wood, it's probably in your best interest
But
to leave this one wherever
yeah,
you
I
find it.
remember
If you somehow have an interest, try and
because I
spend
got all the
$50,
camera stuff
since I
done
feel it isn't
before,
worth
so it'd be
anything
a
like that.
lot easier turnaround. And also, I made it so that my hair was short again. Because that was one of the jokes I had at first, was just like, one of the jokes at the start was me, you seeing that my face was shaved, my hair was cut, you know, it was a new beginning. Well, not really, but it wasn't the long hair and the beard that was built up over months and months and months. So that was fun. But yeah, Iron Man. This was a fun, like, short ride. It was it's a lot shorter than I remember. 7 minutes, jeez. Ooh. That's shocking. For me. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for the commentary. So, next time will be, Wolverine. So I'll see you all when we get there. Anyway, take care.